All right, day 49, Joe.
Yeah, we're kind of an hour or so into the day already. Just
Yeah.
climbed up a really nice hill. Hats off to who's ever maintaining this section north of Elkville Shelter. The trail was groomed pretty well, and there was this one long slog, but it was evenly graded up the hill. And
Yeah, it looked like it might have been an old logging road or something at some point, but some trees had grown back in. I think we're at a place called Dan's Pulpit. And let me see if I can show you the view that we've got back here.
yeah,
Just beautiful.
beautiful.
Just a beautiful view.
Yeah, a little bit overcast, but it's not been raining, and
Yeah.
there was a bunch of people out past us that were out day hiking, and there were some section hikers out here.
Some trail runners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah. It's always impressive to watch people run through these rocks. I can barely walk through them sometimes, and they're just kind of bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, mountain goats.
Yeah, mountain goats. So,
So we're gonna slog along here for about another 8 miles, and hopefully we'll be getting lunch at a neat place, and we might get some good views of the trail for you. We just need to see if we can get a nice stretch where there's not a lot of rocks, so we can do some of that.
we're going to try to eat lunch at Thunder Bay Lodge.
Thunder Bay or
Some- just
Thunderhead, something like
Thunderhead
that.
Lodge, something like that. It's just a little bit off the trail, so that's our motivation for lunch. We got about another 8.5 miles, which will work out pretty good. We saw they don't open till noon, so we started a little bit later this morning, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, he let me sleep in a little
Sleep
bit.
in
He
a
was-
whole 15 minutes extra.
He was baiting me with that one. Yeah.
Hey Joe, you can sleep in just a little bit, but we got to stop and get lunch. So hopefully it'll give us a chance to get a nice burger or whatever,
Yeah.
and again put some more calories in us. But great day yesterday. We talked about. Had a great stay last night around the Elkville Shelter.
Yeah, great
camping
camping
there.
spots and
Yeah.
picnic tables and
Water.
And
They
water.
allowed you to use the water at the side of the house, which was portable.
power. It's charge up.
Yeah, a little charging.
up.
So we're ready to go. We're hoping that the sun will break out a little bit more today. There's some blue sky up there, as you can tell. Let's see if you can
A
see
little
it.
bit. A little bit out there.
Somewhere. If you look hard, you can find it. So, all right. Well, we're gonna.
We need to go keep warm, so we got to keep hiking.
Yeah, it is a little bit chilly this morning. So, all right. We'll see you all a little bit later.
See you down the trail.
There's the trail. Had a couple questions of, are we really having to go over some of these rocks? But see the blaze right there? That little white spot right in the middle? That kind of tells you that's where the trail is. And it goes right up over the pile of rocks. Fun stuff.
Yeah. And we love y'all, but we didn't think we wanted to, after we got down here, say, oh, let's send somebody back up over that and have them climb back down and we'll film it. Like, no, not today.
Yeah. Yeah, so a little bit of boulder hopping and everything, but yeah, good trail. Where are the rocks here?
Crash helmet on.
This is crazy. This is what they call knife's edge. And we are just walking right along the top of this thing. This is just crazy. He didn't fall. Good job, Joe. This is crazy. I'm not sure what they're covering all the rocks for, but we just had to kind of weed our way through them, even though the blazes are here. But there's stars. It's kind of like play the mystery rock game. Is there a rock where you're going to step? Wow.
And Joe just fell down in some rocks on the other side of the black stuff.
Luckily, not hurt. Bad.
It's his pride. It's crushed.
All right, well, there's where we got to go.
I'm excited. Let's go.
All right, this is our wrap up for day 49.
Yep.
Kicked our butts.
We're some whooped puppies.
We are, and our piggies are not happy with us. Yeah. I think I'd say this is probably the worst rock day. I mean, I think we've had some tough days, but today was just a lot of bouldering, a lot of just craziness. You saw the video coming across that power line, and there was no way to go the blaze without trying to go over these tarps.
Yeah.
And so it was like, guess, is there a rock there if you step on that tarp? So it was
monstrous boulder field.
Oh, it was crazy.
And I think there was a way that they could have done something different to have you go around it instead of doing what they did. And
yeah.
And then prior to that, we went up on the knife's edge. That one.
Yeah.
Went up on that one ridge, and it was interesting, but it was hard. It really was hard.
Yeah.
So.
It's kind of tough too. There were some ladies there that were sitting right on the trail, and didn't move. So we had to kind of go around them, which made it even more difficult to maneuver up on this knife's edge. And again, I think you saw a little bit of the video of it. There wasn't a whole lot of room to maneuver.
Oh, one.
So
it was a little scary for this old guy, but
this young guy was a little scared too.
I guess it's good prep work for what we'll see up north.
Yeah,
so
I think
that part was good, but just the sheer volume of the number of, we had the giant boulders to go across, we had the nice edge to go across, then we had all the small, sharp, pointy rocks to go across, and it's just, after a while, feet tired, mind's tired.
Yeah. I'd say this is probably the rockiest day in Pennsylvania. We've, all along, it's been kind of gradually building up, so we're not, nothing surprised, but definitely I'd say it was the one with the most rocks. Yeah, and
it seems like if you're a northbounder coming through Pennsylvania, it keeps getting worse, and you first are like, nah, no big deal, no, a little better, this is okay, and then it just keeps getting worse. So by the time you leave Pennsylvania, you hate it. And then maybe southbounders, when they come through, they think, man, this is really bad. It reminds me of New Hampshire and Vermont and Maine. But then after a little while, it gets better, and they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then they sail on nicely through Pennsylvania.
The only nice thing is, Joe and I were commenting that, if you remember, go back to some of our early days where we were complaining about rocks and how tough it was to get your feet in sync and wang. Now we look forward to that. It's like, oh, those are easy. So the good news is, as it gets harder, the other stuff is easy when you run into that. So we'll take that. And as Joe said, it's kind of training for what's coming up. So we realize that. We ended up doing 20.6 miles today.
Good day. And that was with an hour and a half lunch.
Yeah, we had a great lunch. I think you heard us talking about we were going to stop at a restaurant that was right off the trail, right off the road. And it turns out the trail actually comes right to the back of it.
Yeah.
So it was like maybe, I don't know, not even
20 yards.
20 yards. I mean, it wasn't.
And you just walk in through this trail. You come into there like basically the backyard of the restaurant. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it was good. We had like you said, an hour and a half lunch. Had my burger. Joe, would you have I don't remember what they call it.
I don't even remember the name of it, but it had a bunch of ham and a bunch of cheese and gooey sauces and sweet potato fries
and an egg on it,
mix
and an egg on top of it.
Fried egg on top, and we had ice cream.
A couple adult beverages.
We left there. We were like, man, we should just maybe camp in the backyard.
We were ready to just stop right there and camp in the back, so we could be there for dinner and breakfast. But anyways, don't know what tomorrow holds. We know we're going to be going through Lehigh Gap, and that's that really tough climb coming out of the gap that you always see. So kind of looking forward to it from just an iconic standpoint, but we know it's going to be a little bit tough on us.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a lot of rocks again.
Yeah, a lot of rocks. So, but the good news is it's going to be fairly early on in the day, so we should have the legs for it. And then after that, we'll just see how far our legs will go. We'd like to try to do another 20, but you know, we'll just again see what our bodies will handle. So, another milestone today, Joe.
700 miles completed on this trip so far.
All right,
So
cool.
700. That's good, and that means we now push the average. We're like 100.1 or something, or 100.5 miles per week. Average.
Yeah, officially. We had started out really slow that first week, if you remember, and we've been trying to catch up to that one ever since, and so now we finally have, so we're averaging 100, and we hope that's going to be what it is going forward. And so we've got about 950, somewhere roughly, to Todd, and so based on that, we'd say 9.5, 10 weeks to go, and we should be there. You know, again,
Just gonna have to push it.
yeah, we'll just see how it unfolds here for us, but it's exciting. Again, 700 and kind of a part of our section hiking mode that we're currently in until we get to Katahdin and we flip and finish the through hike. But that's pretty significant.
Yeah. Should we show them our little campsite?
Oh yeah, you can see our tents behind us. We're at somewhat of a random campsite just along the way. The shelters just didn't work out as far as the distances for what we were wanting to do today, so we just ended up pulling up and grabbing a campsite. So it was pretty nice.
Yeah, not supposed to rain, so.
Yeah, so we should be pretty good today. All right, well, we're going to grab a really quick dinner. We're both exhausted, so I don't think we're going to cook anything fancy.
Something on a tortilla.
Yeah, we're probably going to, since we didn't eat our lunch, since we ate it at the restaurant, we'll probably eat our lunch for dinner, and then call it a night and start again tomorrow.
All right, we'll see you on the trail tomorrow.
All right, take care, y'all.
All right, bye-bye.